giving the chronological order now. Good night, 1968 vibes. So make we start with the chronological order of what happened again, comrades, before them shut down the live. Now, this flight originated in Dubai. This flight was full of Indian nationals, over 200 Indian nationals, and it originated in Dubai. We now make us follow the chronological order of what happened now. Wagwan dainty. So it left Dubai, a German flight, a charter flight, private, like it's not an airline, it's a private thing. So you charter the people them flight. So what I tell you, so the people them must have money. Poor people don't charter plane. Poor people go on an airline and pay, right? Poor people, somebody chartered that flight. Somebody with money, heavy money. Somebody pay heavy money. Those Indians boarded that plane in Dubai. So that means they would have had to leave India and go to Dubai to board that private plane. Then that private, thank you Elder Rock. Then that private plane now, the private plane, leave Dubai and went to Egypt and stopped in Cairo, the capital of Egypt, and picked up Uzbeks who are from Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is a small desert state, thank you Sassy, a small desert state that is near, it is near to Pakistan. Yeah man, I know, I'm not sure why I'm off. Now, after leaving Cairo in Egypt with the Indians and the Uzbeks, it came to Jamaica, arrived here 2:30 a.m. Thursday morning. Good evening, Rado Wagwan. So it landed here 2:30 Thursday morning without a flight manifest. And in my last live, I explained to you what the flight manifest is. The flight manifest is a list of whatever is on the plane. So if it's a passenger plane, it's a passenger manifest because it have everybody's name. If it's a cargo plane, it's a cargo manifest because it have all of the items that are on the plane. The plane landed without a flight manifest. And I'm telling you what was said by TRGR News Group. Whole heap of traveling, dainty. Whole heap of traveling. Right? No. Normally, when a plane lands without a manifest, it cannot stay. It cannot be plane. Whatever is on the plane can't come off without the manifest. Whether it's a cargo plane, a passenger plane, whatever type of plane it is. That is normal regulation. Right? So this plane never have the passenger manifest. So CAA step in and say, no, remember now this is 2:30 a.m. when the airport is operating on a skeleton staff. So they come without the manifest. And so what they're supposed to do is fuel up back the plane and send back the plane to where it coming from. But that was not done. Instead, the passengers were allowed to deplane and go to the hotel that they had previously booked, which is Rock Hotel downtown. So according to the people them know, they are detained. These are the authorities claim they are detained. But yet they are detained, but not really detained because them still allowed to stay at the hotel where they was staying before. Are you following me? This don't make no sense, comrades. This don't make no sense. No, that decision could not come from somebody without any level of authority. A regular worker cannot make that decision to allow these people to come off of the plane. That have to come from some high authority. More than likely a government official. No little dibby person can't make that decision. because that is a violation of international air standards, aviation standards, I should say. That is a violation of international aviation rules and regulations. You no follow what I'm saying? That is not no ordinary little man decision. That is a big money decision to take those people off of the plane and then impound the plane. But you know, comrades, what confused me is the fact that the crew was German and they were very upset that they were not allowed to leave because they were supposed to leave and go on to Cuba. I was listening to the owner of the airline, the charter plane. He was supposed to leave and go to Cuba to pick up more people to carry them somewhere to come back from these in 8 days. So they were supposed to be here for 8 days without a flight manifest. Now, people saw these Indians walking up and down all over downtown when they were supposed to be detainees. Remember, we compare them to when the Haitians are detained, comrades. Because when the Haitians come here on them boat, the Jamaican authority them just process them and send them straight back. These people are claiming that there are no detention centers when all we know say that is a lie because COVID just done. And when the people them come here with them COVID, they were detained somewhere. So where is those detention centers? Where are the designated detention centers, comrades? Where are the designated detention centers? Anyway, so now the people them claim now say they are here, they're under detention, even though them was walking up and down and touristing. There were videos of the people them touristing downtown. They were touristing. So if they were touristing, that means that they really and truly were not detained. Because if you are detained, if you escape to America illegally and ICE detain you, you're going to be out of the road as tourists. Make it make sense, comrades. Make this make sense. Make this make sense. No. Of course, the pain, everybody was a bit concerned because we've seen what happened with the Haitians. We've seen what happened with even with own Jamaicans during COVID, as man of thing they was saying him couldn't come home, him stuck in the US for 6 months during COVID because they never want we back. What going again, Tatlin? So now the PNP spokesperson Angela Brownberg start talk. And when she start talking, now the government have to respond because people start ask questions. It's all over the place now. What the hell is going on? So the government come with a response, comrades. The government come with a response, and I'm going to read to you what the release that they put out. But let me tell you something. It's 2 ministries are culpable in this whole matter. The Ministry of Transport. Oh, its minister is Daryl Vaz. Listen to the names I'm telling you about now. Daryl Vaz is in charge of the Civil Aviation Authority. The Civil Aviation Authority is the agency that have to give the people them permission to land. The plane have to land, and without the flight manifest, the people them come off with the Civil Aviation Authority. So that is where that decision is made. So that minister is Vaz. Anything Vaz involving, we have a question. But when them go inside now, and the immigration take over, because now immigration go and get involved to see if them can stay or not, especially because Civil Aviation Authority not supposed to make them come off of the plane without the flight manifest. So now that them grant them the permission to come off the plane, now the next step is to immigration. That now is Minister Chang, because that is now national security. So those two ministers now, those two ministers, them have a lot of explaining to do. Anyway, the people then put out a release, ma. May I go read the make I find this release and read it for you. And this release is from the Ministry of National Security. As I tell you, say it's two set of people in charge. One being the Ministry of National Security, the other being the Ministry of Transport. The Ministry of National Security wishes to update the public on the arrangements in place to supervise the departure of the USC GmbH flight, a German registered aircraft with 253 passengers. Listen to this now. Listen, I want you to listen to this now. You know. The flight arrived in Jamaica legally on Thursday, May 2, having received the requisite approvals for operation from the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. Despite having arrangements in place for accommodation and departure from the country, the passengers were refused entry by immigration officials based on security concerns uncovered during their processing at the airport. When you hear what the people them said, they were denied entry because they thought they were a security threat. So let me ask you this now. You think these people are a security threat, but you have them at Rock Hotel all over downtown tourism. So suppose these security threats now because you said them is security threat, you know. I never said they are security threat. This is your letter. Your letter, Minister Chang. And you said that they are security threats. Mingling with Jamaicans. What kind of security threat could they be? What kind of security threat could they be if you have them all over among the people? Oh, that makes sense. All right, we're going to continue. Because we're going to bore the holes. You see these people called labor rights, these demons called labor rights. They think that we are all stupid like them. So them think them can't tell with anything. Them can't tell with any dopey story. And we believe it. Because we are menke. We are menke. We believe anything them talk. Anything them tell, we grab it up. We must just believe it. So they say that these people are security threats. The Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, in collaboration with the Jamaica Constabulary Force, has been leading the operational response since their arrival. Passenger flights are routinely screened by local authorities for security threats, possible breaches of law and or regulations. In this instance, while the ministry was alerted to the operation of the flight based on what appeared to be anomalies and missing details from its initial permit, to satisfy the requirements for obtaining a permit to operate in Jamaica. Notwithstanding, the ministry continued to consult with law enforcement while the flight received clearance to operate, and the immigration authorities undertook pre-screening of activities as per standard operating procedure. That's a page 1. Now if you see with me, you know so my eye them kind of dark. Listen to this now. Wanna listen to this good. Listen to me good. Upon landing in Jamaica, it was discovered that there were 2 passengers on the flight that did not appear on the submitted passenger manifest. This led to further investigations by PICA, and based on those enhanced checks, the decision was taken by PICA not to grant the passengers leave to land. Stick a pin. Imagine now, comrades, you take a plane. You take a plane, right? And you go to the US. We do that every day. People, Jamaicans go to the US every single day. And in the flight that you are innocent, you don't have no issue, nothing to do with nothing. You just minding your own business. You're going to the US to visit your sister, your brother, or whatever. And you go to the US, comrades. And somebody on the plane was a security concern. Now, are you going to tell me, comrades, that because one person or two people on the plane are security concerns, that means everybody on the flight is now a security risk? Remember, this is a flight of 253 people. I am sure the 253 of them never come from what? Family. You see what I'm doing, comrades? I'm boring holes in their stories. Because if you have two people on board who are security concerned, why is it that the rest were not allowed to, since everything was all right, as you said, because you said them submit the documentation and everything all right?